It is so sad to see so many young women with diagnosed with cancer. And it don't matter what kind of cancer. I see more so breast cancer than ever, but it's just cancer in general. I don't know what is in the water, what is in the food, what is in the clothes, what is in the makeup. I don't know what is what, but it's just troubling. It's troubling and it's sad. Being diagnosed with cancer at 38 and I'm still healing and battling cancer, you you really see things that you didn't see before. First, I don't see a lot of advocacy for black women with cancer. I remember initially when I was diagnosed with first I was diagnosed with liver cancer. And initially when I was going through it at first, every doctor I went to did not believe I had cancer. They did not believe it because my blood levels, blood work was good, everything was good, but they didn't think so. And I was grateful that my primary care doctor, who's brown, he's Pakistani, and he kind of advocated for me because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think so. I was just gonna leave it alone because I'm like the emergency initially diagnosed me with liver cancer because they seen lesions on my liver. Like most of my liver had lesions on it. But I'm like, it could just be, I just thought it was like a bacterial infection or something like that. But one thing my primary care doctor said, I told him I needed referrals. He was like, I'm going to write you all referrals. Everyone, the GYN, because I went to the GYN. I went to the liver doctor. I forgot what they're called. I went to the hematologist. I went to my primary care doctor. I went to the neurologist. I went to all these doctors before I even went to an oncologist. He did write a referral for my oncologist, but that was like the last one because all these doctors did not think that I had cancer because everything was clear, everything was good. But finally, my doctor wrote, and even when I went to the oncologist, and he didn't look at my x-ray yet. He just looked at my blood work and things like that and another test I had, and he didn't even believe it. But finally, he looked at my x-ray and he was like, we're going to do our own x-ray, which they did. And then he did an x-ray of my MRI of my whole body. He did a CAT scan of my brain. And then, initially they found breast cancer and cancer in my bones and my liver. But I was grateful that I had that kind of team because even though it took longer and they didn't believe it, they still did their due diligence. Did it take a little bit longer? Yes, but they still did their due diligence. So please advocate for yourself. If something is wrong, because one thing, I was tired for like over a year. I was extremely fatigued and I just thought it was nothing. So I could have had breast cancer for a long time. Advocate for yourself. Make sure you're good. Take care of yourself, okay?